Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. I didn't have much planned for today. I didn't have anything particularly scheduled for today. So I've been walking around the garden for a little bit, just kind of looking at things that I know need to get done. And one of the things that I have on the back of my mind going, don't forget to do that, Janie. Don't forget to get that done, Janie, is I need to transplant out these, what I'm calling them, living Christmas trees, or my topiaries, that I have had in front of my office for the whole winter season, and I've really loved them. The ones in particular that I know that are really getting to me, that I know that I do need to transplant, is my spiral juniper right here, and then also my topiary privet right here. These guys I have had in these pots for quite a number of years now, and they are suffering. So I actually had these guys at my last house. They were in these beautiful white pots. I love these pots at my last house. And I have root pruned these a couple times, but they look good now. They look good in the spring when everything's fresh and it starts growing and stuff like that. But once it gets to about midsummer, they really start suffering. There's just not enough roots for them to support the size and the maturity of these plants. So I had it on my list for this year that I needed to transplant these out. The problem is, I don't know where to put them. I have no idea. And it's one of those things that I just can't decide. So I was kind of walking around and I was trying to decide exactly where I wanted to put them. And I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and pick a place just so I can get them out of their pots. So option number one is put them in the secret garden. The problem with the secret garden is it's very symmetrical, and none of those plants are symmetrical. There's only one spiral, there's only one privet topiary. So I'm not totally sure how I would I guess I could do kind of a grouping or something, a grouping of 3 of the topiaries kind of around here. So that's option number one. Option number 2 is out here. Basically right here, I have the lavender river right there, and then I have this big open spot that I'm planning to put some type of ground cover grass in, but I thought maybe it might be pretty to put the spiral topiary just kind of right there, and that would be the answer for the place for the spiral topiary. The double poodle privet, I'm not sure though. I would have to find another place for it. So that's another option. Next option is this spot right here. Here's the fig tree, and here's the spot where I had my Evolvulus blew my mind. I thought it might be pretty to have a trio of topiaries right there. I thought that would look really good. And then the last place I was thinking, I was talking about this in yesterday's video, is kind of this spot right here. I do have a Vitex right there that's going to get, oh, look at the hummingbird. Look at the hummingbird. I love seeing that. Anyway, distraction, sorry. I have a Vitex right there that is going to probably get about 12 feet tall maybe. So there's definitely something there that we can't see yet, but there is kind of a blank space that I think could use something else, some evergreen interest, even though the magnolia is an evergreen, but that's of course more of a tree shape. The only problem that I have though that I'm having is that I do have this weeping atlas cedar right here that is very sculptural, I guess is what I'll say. And, it's been trained by man to kind of look like this. I love it so much, but I keep going back and forth. Is it going to be too much to have that and then have more sculptural stuff right behind it? Or is it a good thing because it's going to kind of match and it's going to kind of go with this garden? I don't know. I don't think that there is a right or a wrong answer. I think that there is just a preference answer. And so it's just one of those things that I got to make a decision, which is sometimes a hard thing to do. But I found that when I get in situations like this where I'm kind of stumped and I don't really know what to do, I find the best thing to do is just do something. And then as soon as you plant it, you either love it or you either hate it and know that you have to move it to another place. And so, that's what I usually always tell people when they say, I have a blank space and I don't know what to do. I'm stumped. And I'll say, just start planting things, because as soon as you start planting things, you'll get your answer. Do you like it there or do you hate it there? It makes a really big difference when you can actually see it in the place. So anyway, in response to all of that, I think I'm going to plant the topiaries over here in the center island. I think we'll just put them there. I'll decide if I like them. This is a great beginning to a video, huh? Me just saying, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Okay, that's what I'm going to do today. So just a little bit of a problem though. Do we all remember last spring when I tried root pruning these plants? Yeah, so everybody cross your fingers for me. I'm never planting in those pots again. Never. 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 Okay, I just had a bit of a break. I feel much better now. I was so frustrated. Let me show you the problem with these pots. So these pots are really pretty, but they're made out of some type of composite material. And the problem is that they exactly follow the style of the outside of the pot. So you can kind of see where it bubbles out right there. You wouldn't think that the pot would actually bubble out as well, but it actually does. And then all the roots get stuck down in there. And I didn't think it was going to be as much of an issue because I root pruned it like pretty significantly last spring. But you know, there's not enough space for these plants anyway. So they're going to take up as much space as they possibly can. So the roots were all in here and I had to go through and I had to cut it out. So yeah, these pots, I mean, I'll just put like small plants in them if I do decide to plant them again. I need to go get these guys in the ground because I feel so, like look at how much I cut off, which is fine. You can root prune your plants and it's okay, they'll grow back. But I've been root pruning these, like I think this is the third time I've root pruned them. And these poor plants, they just need to start growing out and, I don't know. Living a good life, basically. So I'm going to go get these planted and not let them be out for any longer than they absolutely need to. And then you can see I did decide to go with my lemon cypress. I thought that would look really pretty because it has the chartreuse. And then we have the dark glossy green of the privet. And then we have the dark ferny green of the juniper. Okay, they are in. They are planted. Took a little bit longer and a little bit more energy than I had anticipated. Yes, I probably should have waited for Jason. Jason's not home today, but I should have waited for Jason, but I didn't because I just tend to do all these really heavy projects when Jason's not here. Okay, so the big question is, do I like it? Do I like them here? I think I do. I think that they're pretty. I'm having a hard time because I'm very annoyed. If you guys can't tell, I'm very annoyed at the two big ones just because, man, they are really tough to work with. And the juniper just really scratched up my arms and I have a rash all over my arms now from it. So yeah, I think I'll have to come back tomorrow and take a good look and decide if I really like it. But as of right now, I think I like it, particularly because standing here at the beginning of the walkway, the way that I placed the trio, I think it looks really good just like that. I was worried about this vista over here with the weeping Atlas cedar and them being too structural behind it. And of course I do have to prune them. I'm not going to prune them for a couple weeks while they get settled in, but you have the weeping Atlas here, and then the privet kind of hides the juniper so it doesn't look as structural, if that makes sense. So I think by putting the trio like that, I think it looks really good. And I think the chartreuse of the lemon cypress looks really good. I am having a hard time with words today. Okay, I'm sitting here staring at it, and I think overall, I think it's a success. I think this is a really good spot for them. I needed to get those plants moved. I needed them out of those darn pots, and I needed to get them in the ground somewhere. And it's nice to have some more structure in this center island. So I think it's a good thing. I think I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna take a break now. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.